everybody. Welcome to Zeus Angel Mystic Tarot. So, we're going to get into your reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm doing just a check-in for you guys. I'll see whoever's on your mind, but we're going to do Celtic Cross real quick so I can see what's going on with you. For November, we have a full moon in Taurus on the 5th of November. So you could be feeling all the feels, having some insomnia, things like that. Also on the 9th, Mercury is going into retrograde. So there could be some funky communication. There could be some technology breakdown, all the typical Mercury stuff. And you could, I feel like this one, you definitely could be hearing from some past friends or lovers or family, but also that one thing I've noticed in my retrograde experience is that people who don't normally communicate, and people who do normally communicate don't. So there's like a role reversal in how people show up. So let me know how it's showing up for you, if at all, because we are in the pre-retrograde shadow period already. So let's pull your first card, the overall energy for how Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus is showing up during this time. Ooh, very stable, very emperor. Some of you could be an authority figure or something about a father or a boss. You could have your own business, okay? Or you're just in control of things right now or trying to get control of things right now. Showing up, we have the Queen of Swords reversed. This is air sign energy. Queen of Swords reversed. Ooh, okay, listen, I feel like you're trying to control your temper for some of you. Aquarius, somebody here could be making you upset. I'm kind of picking up on, like, listen, how do I put it? Because if this is a masculine energy who is acting the B word here, somebody here who is upset and kind of acting out, there could be a mama's boy or a daddy's girl or something like that. Somebody here who, in other words, is just kind of used to getting their way, that's very upset, okay? Somebody's upset is what I'm saying here. And we have the moon card. This is actually, you know what? A lot of the signs have been showing up with this energy, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, showing up angry, upset, ticked off a little bit here, annoyed, potentially overthinking something here. We have the moon card in the blockage. The moon card lets me know, well, we are about to have a full moon. So this shows up sometimes when we're in a full moon. Somebody could be feeling down right now, trying to control, showing how they feel. Okay, and now Aquarius, you guys are known to be the type to kind of detach from your emotions. So you could be trying to detach from your emotions right now. There could be some sadness, or there could be something that you're unaware of. We have Page of Swords in the past. There's a sense of curiosity here in the past. This to me lets me know that there could have been some poor communication. I mean, the Page of Swords can be a detective, so that's why they say that they're stalking you on the internet, potentially, but there was curiosity in the past or poor communication. Two of Swords. So, Two of Swords. We also had the Five of Pentacles came out. I put it back in the deck. Potentially someone could have ignored you or ghosted you. I mean, that's always a potential in these type of readings here. But Two of Swords, there's something that you don't want to see. There's something that you don't want to look at. But the Two of Swords shows up. It lets me know that if you're feeling, undecided about something, I feel like you're really not, it's like, I'm not ready to see the truth. I'm not ready to admit that I'm upset. I'm not ready to admit that I feel abandoned or defeated. There's something here that you're not wanting to see or not wanting to admit, or potentially that you don't want to make a decision on. I'll get a little bit of clarity about what that is. In the future, we have the Empress. Remember, roles can be reversed. This is a general reading. Always check your rising sign placement. Yeah, I'm picking up on there could be a mother figure, or somebody could, the Queen of Swords in reverse can sometimes be a mama's boy or somebody here who has issues with a mother, potentially. If that's not you, I feel like in the future here, you're just working on your self-worth, trying to stand in your Empress energy. We have the Eight of Swords. I'm not surprised that I'm seeing the Eight of Swords here because there could be a lot of overthinking about something. Yeah, because like whatever it is that's weighing heavily on your mind here, whether it be a decision, whether it be it's something that you don't want to see, that you don't want to admit to yourself, it's weighing super heavy on your mind here in November. Two of Swords, Eight of Swords. And this depiction of the Eight of Swords kind of creeps me out. So, but it's somebody here who feels like they're trapped. You know, it's this, it looks like it's a little girl here wearing like some kind of mask to cover themselves with swords around them, like a protective energy. There's this sense of you could have some childhood wounding. You know, now is the time to clear that out because we are in the year number 9. I'll find out why that's there. But for some of you, there could be some negative self-talk, some spiraling, some overthinking, some, you know, feeling abandoned here. A lot of you could have that negative self-talk. I sometimes see the Eight of Swords when we're dealing with somebody who has been potentially a victim of some kind of childhood trauma. So if that's not you, there's just some overthinking or feeling stuck, okay? And spiraling out a little bit in your mind. Okay, I'll find out why that's there. Let's see. Let's continue. I'm doing a Celtic cross, you guys, and we're getting to the end. And I'll pull your person's feelings at the end. I feel like you're trying to have hope here in a situation. The star comes out and it lets me know when there is this sense of that you could potentially need help with something here, or like praying and hoping and wishing, you know, for something to happen here. This is your energy. The star is your energy. I love this energy. And you know, I feel like you're gonna pull through. You could be asking your guides for help if you pray, or you know, just wishing, you know. But also the star is, believe it or not, whatever it is that you're facing right now that's kind of challenging, because I feel like a lot of you could have a challenge in your life right now. You're being aligned. Your North Star and your guiding star and your guides are trying to align you with your soul's path. It just might not be an easy thing to have to go through. You know, there could be some anxieties. Two of Cups in your hopes and fears. So there's a longing to connect with somebody here, friends, family, lover. Two of Cups. What's the outcome here? All right. So we have 2 cards coming out in the outcome. Ooh, the Lovers. I knew it. Okay, some of you guys are maybe upset with a lover here. There could be somebody who is kind of controlling, or I don't know. We have the Emperor and the Empress, which is the divine counterpart. So the Lovers, and we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Emperor and the Empress, which is a husband and a wife. Typically, is the divine counterpart. So you could have, you know, some of you guys, maybe this is with your parents here, if this isn't about a lover, but we do have the Two of Cups and the Lovers. And I feel like in this deck, the Lovers is the Beauty and the Beast. So somebody could have showed you a side of themselves that's got you kind of messed up in the head. Or I don't mean to be rude and put it like that, but you guys are so in your head right now. So I want to see why that's there. Yeah, because if you know the story of the Beauty and the Beast, the Beast actually, there's a lot of talk about that story and about how the Beast is actually somewhat of a narcissist, right? Because he locks Belle up. He locks Belle up. There's a sense of being stuck and being restricted here, and I really don't like that. You know, like I'm stuck in this. I don't know how to get out, but it's a self-imposed prison. Same with the Two of Swords. So some of you guys could feel stuck in a situation that maybe not very fulfilling. Or let me see why that's there. The Lovers. There could also be more than one person that you're wanting to connect to, because I have the Two of Cups, which is like a friendly connection, and the Lovers, which is a very intense connection, but also a choice, a decision that has to be made. So why is the Eight of Swords? Well, this is your card again. I think Spirit is telling me we have the Star card coming out twice, Aquarius, and this is you. And, you know, I love this for you because this is you in your highest. This is Aquarius exalted. And this is saying don't give up hope because some of you guys, I feel like you could be on the brink of, having like severe anxiety or panic attacks or overthinking. Okay. I'm sending you a big hug if you're having a hard time right now. There could have just been someone who really upset you here. It doesn't have to be all that dramatic, okay? And it's got you in your head, but please hold out hope with the star. You're being aligned with your path, right? Whatever challenge and obstacle that's showing up for you, this is a huge lesson. The Lovers is major arcana. That is a major lesson for you showing up here. And we have the Empress and the Emperor, which is a divine counterpart. So it says here, the woman of the cosmos, a journey into the realms of fertility and intuition. I feel like Aquarius, you guys aren't given enough credit for having very, very deep intuition. I mean, you might be known to people to like be closed off, but you're very, very open hearted. And sometimes that comes off as you not caring when actually you have a very deep depth of emotion. You are the water bearer. So, and you feel things very empathetically on a deep level. Okay, so what's going on here in this relationship? Why the Lovers? So whatever is happening, hold out hope, okay? Some of you guys could be parents. We have the Devil. When I see the Devil and the Lovers, I sometimes think of that as a trauma bond. So for some of you, I feel like one person could be feeling a relationship more deeply than the other. Your hopes and fears was the Two of Cups, which to me is a mutual kind of relationship. It's not like it's just like a it can be a friendship. It's not necessary. So some of you guys could have a crush on a friend, or there is a sense of one person being more attached than the other. I don't really like seeing the Devil and the Lovers. Although in numerology, the Devil and the Lovers are both number 6, which is beauty and it's God and it's a major arcana. So this relationship, because it does feel like this is about a relationship here of some sort. This relationship is karma. This relationship is a catalytic event. It's meant to come into your life to teach you something here. It's meant to come into your life to get you onto your path. But I'm telling you, what's got Aquarius upset right now? So some of you guys, this could be an unhealthy attachment, or this could be a relationship where one person is more invested than the other. Okay, yeah, I'm telling you, mind games. We have the Five of Swords. I really don't like that. Okay, some of you, somebody's got you in your head because they could be acting very selfishly or ruthlessly, or playing mind games. I don't like the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a very selfish energy. So if you guys aren't relating to this, I'm so sorry. This is not the most optimistic of readings here. Okay, so let's see. What's the advice here for Aquarius? There could be an attachment here that you need to let go of. Some of you, it can absolutely be outside of the relationship. The Devil could sometimes be substance abuse or mental health issues. But I'm heavily picking up on a dynamic that's not an equal exchange. I'm telling you, some of you guys could have been friend zoned, or you could have friend zoned someone. Or Ten of Swords. There is this sense of betrayal, and we have the Two of Cups again. Maybe a friend had betrayed you, or I don't know. I'm not sure. Why is this coming out like that? Why is the Ten of Swords here for Aquarius? You could have gone through something major and, you're trying to heal from that. Yes, we have, oh my goodness, listen, we have the Angel and the Devil. We have the Temperance and the Devil, the Angel and the Devil on your shoulders here. Some of you guys, somebody could be healing from substance abuse or healing from a very difficult period of time. And the Temperance comes in and it lets me know when, Spirit is telling you to be patient with yourself, because whatever hardships you're going through right now, it's important for the development of your spirit. It's very important for the development of your spirit. So, continue on the healing path. Those of you, if you've had a breakup recently or somebody friend zoned you, or there's this sense of, unrequited love, just know that relationships don't define you. Okay. You define yourself, and you are worthy of love out there. Good love. I knew it. This King of Swords, I don't like this. So we have the King of Swords, and the King of Cups. So some of you, there could be same-sex relationship, if not for all of you. But the King of Swords reverse, I'm telling you, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, I feel like you could have had words exchanged with someone here, okay? There could have been words exchanged. The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords as a divine counterpart ignore each other, okay? They ignore each other. They are like the ice. They are like the stone wall. But the King of Swords is in reverse and the Queen of Swords is in reverse. So I'm getting this sense of two people being really upset with one another. And it's not really telling me what, except for it. I'm almost picking up on this push-pull dynamic where, like, when one person is ready to commit, the other person isn't. And I don't believe in twin flames, you guys, but if I did, this is a scenario of a twin flames. One person has not elevated to the potential that the other person needs and is not meeting them where they're at, which can cause this energy of push pull on and off, right? Causing both people to actually be very frustrated. So that is kind of what I'm picking up on here. Now, that doesn't mean that there is no love between you and this person, because the King of Cups comes in to tell me that there is a lot of depth of emotion between you and this person. But it's just a difficulty of getting on the same page at the same time with one another, because I feel like you guys are being pulled in different directions of your lives right now. And there's just a need and a calling for you to do some heavy healing work, do some shadow work. Okay. Have hope, have faith, have healing here, whether or not things work out with this individual, because it does kind of seem like you could be on the outs with someone. And of course, there's always a potential of a third party, especially because I saw somebody, I saw that, the devil and the lovers, and the lovers and the Two of Cups to me would suggest more than one relationship, or more than one type of relationship. So I don't know if that makes sense. If not, there could be just interference in this relationship with the Three of Cups. Okay, so I know we said the outcome was the lovers. Give me more on the outcome. Let's see, I want to dive into how this person is feeling. I am kind of picking up on somebody being very upset with one another. You're having a new beginning here in the outcome. And it doesn't have to be with this person. There's something bigger and better for you. When I see the Ace of Pentacles in a relationship reading, that to me is something satisfying. Could also be a new promotion for you. So let's see if this person is going to take any actions towards Aquarius, towards you guys in November. There's this sense of waiting. I don't know if you're in communication or not. We have the Ten of Swords. That would suggest a breakup or an ending, or a betrayal of some sort here. Are they going to take any action towards Aquarius? No. Unfortunately, this person is waiting for you. So I don't know if you're talking to this person or not. Three of Wands, Two of Wands, the Moon. They're waiting. They're wondering. Also, potentially, there could be a sense of somebody, there could be some distance between you two. It could be long distance. All right, so let's see. What is this person's true intentions with Aquarius? Page of Pentacles. Ooh, I don't like that. I really don't like that in this person's intentions. The Hermit in reverse to me would suggest potentially it's either that they're isolating from this, or they're coming out of isolation, right? Because we are in the year number 9, which is the Hermit. But because we have the Page of Pentacles, there's still uncertainty here. I feel like somebody still isn't ready to level up. Okay, there's still uncertainty. There's still kind of this juggling. All right. And the outcome for you and this person in November. Some of you are going to feel defeated in this. Okay. I am having the 9 of Cups, which is amazing. So I feel like Seven of Pentacles lets me know that you could be feeling like something is a waste of time, but we do have the Nine of Cups here, which is fulfillment, but it's a nine. So I feel like you guys are going to be potentially, finding enjoyment on your own outside of this connection. Now, whether you're in a relationship or you're single, it is really important to have hobbies and goals outside of a relationship to have a healthy relationship, because I was picking up on some potential codependency with the Devil and the Lovers, and also potentially that one person could have like a lot of friends that they rely on because they're somewhat codependent. Okay, if it isn't that, it's just that you're filling your own cup in November, because you could feel like something like was a waste of time, or it's not getting anywhere because you guys aren't on the same page at the same time. But you have some amazing things coming in for you. And anything else in the advice? I'll get some oracle cards for you, Aquarius. Queen of Pentacles. Yep. Focusing on leveling up. Focus on leveling up, okay? And we have the Six of Pentacles here, which to me would suggest that you are trying to invest that energy into people who invest back into you, potentially work here. So just continue to get stable and, focus all that energy and attention on yourself, and the right things will happen for you once you do that. Okay, let's get some oracle cards. But it does look like there are, you're going to get through that. If you're going through a rough time, you're going to get through it. And I'm feeling that you guys are healing on a very deep, massive scale, some anxiety or, potentially some frustrations that you had. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get some oracle for the Aquarius. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that jazz, you guys. We have perception. See the past through the lens of grace. All that occurs is designed to support our spiritual evolution. And I was picking up on that, like this, this situation, this relationship was, put on your path to get you into alignment with what you're supposed to be doing here. Ooh, growth. Exactly. So much growth here for you, Aquarius. Accept the lesson. When things don't go our way, there is something more important to the growth of our soul, and it's in the works. I saw that with the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. I feel like this is that energy of, I've got so many good things to look forward to. I'm building my wealth. I'm building, like an empire. I'm doing something amazing here. I'm having something, amazing to look forward to. So I feel like this is you guys here having a lot of spiritual growth, spiritual development, and putting energy back into yourself after a very difficult situation here that was super frustrating. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. Thank you so much for coming out to my reading, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.